Hello and welcome to this video tutorial. Today we're looking at creating a sort of shadow shape that we can take with us and use as a shadow in our illustrations. I'm going to click here on New File. I'm going to create a document, doesn't matter really how big it is. I'm going to start with a shape so that we can just see our shadow at work in a minute. So I'm just going to fill this with an orange color and I am going to remove the stroke from it. For my particular shadow, I want it to be a sort of oval shape. So I'm going to the ellipse tool. I'm going to drag out an oval of about the size that I want my shadow to be. I'm going to fill this with a different color because I just want you to be able to see it a bit more clearly. Now, the shadow effect that we're going to use is going to be created using a drop shadow. So I'm going to choose Effect and then Stylize and Drop Shadow. For my drop shadow, I'm going to set the offsets X and Y to 0. I'm going to apply the amount of blur that I want, and I'm going to adjust the opacity to suit. You could add more or less opacity if you like. We're setting the blend mode to multiply, and for this one I'm using a black color, but you can see that it's quite a sort of fluffy shadow. I'll click OK. Now for this shadow shape, I want to get rid of the fill here. So you might think that I could just set it to no fill at all, but you'll see that no fill just results in the shadow disappearing as well. You might think that we could reduce the opacity, so we have a fill but we have it at 0 opacity, and that's not going to work either. And the other thing that won't work is to put this shape in a group and then apply the shadow to the group. That doesn't work either. So I'm just going to save you the time of experimenting with that. Instead, what we're going to do is something that's incredibly counterintuitive. We're going to apply a gradient to this shape. So with the shape selected, I'm going to apply a gradient to it. Now your gradient can be whatever you like. So I've got a sort of sky gradient here. So I'm going to apply that to it just to show you that it doesn't have to be black and white, and it's really easy to adjust from here. So once we've got our gradient applied to our shape, again it doesn't matter whether it's a linear or a radial gradient, we just want the gradient part of this. The first thing I'm going to do in this case is I've got 4 color stops here. I only need 2, so I'm just going to drag 2 of these off the middle. So I've got my opening stop, this white stop over here, or light blue stop over here, and this blue stop here. And for each of these stops, I'm just going to set the opacity to 0. So I'm clicking on the stop and I'm setting the opacity to 0. Let's go to this stop, set the opacity to 0. And you can see now that we've got this really nice soft edge drop shadow. Now we can adjust the drop shadow by going to the appearance panel, locating the drop shadow here, just click on it to edit it. So at this point you could change these settings if you wish. What you won't want to do is go to Effect and then Stylize and Drop Shadow again, because that would be applying a second drop shadow. You don't want to do that. Now this particular shape is much better than a shape that's just filled with grey that has a feather applied to it. Let me just show you what other thing you might have considered that is also not going to work. So I'm just going to fill this with a grey. So let's go and get a grey colour to use. I'm going to use a sort of darkish grey, and what you could try to do is to use a feather. So I'm going to Effect, Stylize and then Feather. I'm going to apply a sort of soft feather to this shape, but you will see that when you use a feather you get this sort of haloing effect, and it's not anything like this beautiful drop shadow in terms of making an element that you can use as a shadow. Now in the Layers panel, I'm just going to take my lovely drop shadow here, put it behind the rectangle in the layer stack, so you can see that you can move it around and you can use it as a shadow for your elements in your illustration. And you could make this shadow any shape that you like. I just happen to use an oval for mine, but you could make your shadow shape whatever shape that you like. I hope this helps you solve not only this shadow problem, but it's also a way of applying effects to a shape where you don't want the shape to have a fill, you just want the effect itself. And you can do that with a gradient with all the stop values set to 0 opacity. If you like carefully researched content like this, clearly presented in a step-by-step format so that you can get great results, then you'll love my Skillshare content. I'm a Skillshare top teacher. I have hundreds of short courses on Skillshare that you can access along with thousands of other great courses, all for the price of a single subscription. If you're interested, there's a Skillshare coupon for you in the description below to use to sign up. Using this coupon benefits me as a creator, and it helps me continue to make free content available here for you also on YouTube. Thank you for joining me for this video tutorial. On the screen now, you'll see a video that I've hand-picked for you. If you enjoyed the video you've just watched, I know that you're going to really enjoy the one I've picked for you to watch next.